My friends, tonight on the Mindy Project After Show at AFTERBUZZ TV, we're talking Season 4, Episode 19. Casey is back. Mindy is into him, ? Marcus, ? Jody, looking good? Let's talk about it next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. Hey, everybody. I'm Cameron Lewis of The Only Camshaft. Twitter, Instagram, sitting to my left.
I'm Lindsay Miller. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rocket Mama Life.
And normally we have Miss April Wissenhant joining us, but this evening
she didn't show.
She's taking a hiatus. There it is.
There we go.
Thank you,
Better
Alexis
late
Torres.
than never. Now life is complete.
Torres 890 in the booth over there. Season 4, Episode 19 is what we're covering here tonight. And like I said, Casey's back.
Casey is back.
Which for me, I don't know about you, Lindsay, was probably my least favorite Mindy fling.
You know what?
/ almost marriage.
I wasn't a fan of the fling / marriage, and I thought his departure was odd at best.
Yeah.
But I actually didn't mind him coming back.
I didn't mind him coming back.
I didn't mind him I didn't mind Casey 2.0.
Yeah, because I kind of like, because this felt like this is 100% Casey. This is he is who he is now, and he's putting it out there for Mindy.
A weird little poser.
And it is what it is.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. I was happy to see him come back. But again, I don't think, of all the people that Mindy's been with, this seems like the least compatible person.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely not.
Right?
It's like not, no.
By the way, speaking of that, last week, if you all go back to episode 18 of our after show, there's a bunch of comments on YouTube about people. We must have caused a fire last week.
Hating on Jody.
Just hating on Jody.
And the fact that, more so hating on the fact that we like Jody. Sorry, guys.
And I'm so glad. I mean, April can't be here to put up her side of the argument, but
she's a believer.
She's a hardcore.
They don't like us.
No. What the hell happened?
I wonder if they'll change their tune after this episode. I don't know. I thought
Jody was looking good. Am I wrong?
Yes. His makeover was fantastic.
The beard.
I mean.
Oh, you don't like the beard.
Here's the thing on like facial hair for me. I think it's like one of those things that some women like and some women don't. No. I like a little scruff. Like I don't like fully clean shaven.
Yeah.
However, it was a bit unruly for me.
Really?
It was like a bit too manly.
I don't know. Did it
like wrestling bears?
I will say it. I don't think it
put
fit
on a
the
flannel.
accent.
Yeah, like it just didn't. But you know what I mean? Like it felt like the kind of beard that like a lumberjack would have. Like just the grooming of it. I don't know. I felt like maybe a little stubble. Would have been more sexy.
Okay.
On him.
Did you like the clothes, the makeover?
Oh, absolutely.
The first t-shirt he's ever worn, apparently?
Yes, I love it. I'm afraid it's going to fall off because there's no buttons. Oh, Jody.
Oh, Jody. We saw Ashley again in this episode.
Yes.
With short hair. Everybody's getting a makeover. What the hell's going on? I don't know.
Which I have to point out. Okay, so we find out she has this celibacy blog, right? Do you think that she really is a virgin because she's a virgin, or she's a virgin because she wants to get her like 100,000 followers and it's a niche that she can exploit?
No, because I kind of agree with you.
Right?
I kind of agree because last week she never said why she was celibate.
Right? It just felt a little, I don't know, like once you find out she has this blog and it's a really popular blog and just the stuff she was writing, how she could like after his makeover ride him all the way to the finish line. I'm like, she's doing this for the money.
Yeah, she knows what she's talking about, seems to be.
Yeah.
No, I definitely agree with you. We'll get back into that in a minute, but first, like we said, Casey is back. He has a shoe company opening in New York City.
Only 2 white people can be in there at a time or something?
Yes, which
he's white, so that means like one Caucasian person can shop in his store.
Which he said apparently is legal.
Apparently. That's funny.
But so Mindy, he sees Mindy, asks her to go to dinner one-on-one. Jody's with her, doesn't really get it. Or Jeremy or Jody?
Jeremy's with her.
Jeremy's with her.
Yeah.
Beginning there. And I love the line Mindy says, I'm going to give him another shot like America gave Chris Pratt in Wars in Iraq.
Oh.
That's such a good line.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's such a good line. But yeah, so Casey's back into Mindy's life. Mm-hmm. Do you think that Casey came back for Mindy? Because he seems to be kind of putting up a front, like he's not super into her still, but obviously he kind of is.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like... Because didn't he say that she was, like, the one that got away or something like that?
Yeah, well, it was weird because he said, you're the one that got away, but then they went... they went to Mindy's place afterwards, and he said this was not a date. And
well, that's because his friends hated her. I did like that. I think that was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Because have you ever dated somebody whose like friends hated you?
Yes, I've also been on the other end of
the friend that hates.
Times. Yeah, of course.
I've more
really
so been
weird.
on the
I don't like it.
It's not good. It's never good when like the people in the life of the person you love are like not on board.
Yeah, that's
or someone you love is dating somebody that you're like no.
It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the fun part was when Mindy is in the club.
Yeah, because
trying
she's trying
to win
them
over the friends, and I love the tips that she gives.
Yes.
I don't even remember all of them, but it was like talking in a way that accentuates your breath.
It was laughing in a way.
Laughing in a way that accentuates your breath.
Which I'm not sure how to do.
I don't even know. As I was watching it, I kind of tried it and I didn't understand it.
How much she loves Die Hard.
Yeah, the Die Hard is my favorite Christmas movie, which I don't know. That might kind of work on me.
That's funny.
I like Die Hard, but I don't know. I don't know,
so
but I love
funny.
the tips. I love the tips.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, we're talking about love. I think I should tell them this right now, Lindsay. I don't know about
Love.
you, but this, do you watch The Bachelor, Bachelorette?
I do. I'm embarrassed to admit.
I do too.
I do.
I do too.
I do really.
I've
like
tried
it.
to get on the after show about 1,000 times. So on The Bachelor, Ben
Have you tried to
told-
get on the show?
on the show. I have. I don't know why it hasn't worked.
Come on, guys.
Come on, America. On The Bachelor, Ben told JoJo he loved her, but her fairy tale ending crashed straight to the ground when he said he loved someone else more and sent her away with a broken heart. It was the most dramatic Bachelor finale ever. Well, been there, done that. Get it? ABC, Monday, May 23rd. JoJo is back as the new Bachelorette. The stunning fan favorite from Texas is leaving her heartbreak behind, going from Ben, 26 new men, all hoping to be the one to make her happily ever after finally come true. Are the guys here for the right reasons? Will they make a connection? Will JoJo finally get the happy ending she's always wanted? The surprises start night one as the guys try to grab her attention right out of the limo to get that coveted first impression rose. A new epic journey of romance, man tears, and drama is about to begin. The Bachelorette premieres at a special time, Monday, May 23rd, 9/8 Central on the ABC network. So make sure to check it out there. Lindsay.
Man tears.
I'm so ready.
Man tears.
There's nothing I like more than watching
Man tears.
26 people compete for a person. Who would have thought? It's so intriguing.
Those first couple episodes are always the best.
I know the
Just awkward
limos.
at best,
Oh my gosh. So anyway, we see all this go down. Meanwhile, Jody is going out again with Ashley, and she's writing all these blog posts about him and is commenting on his style, and he gets a new style, and it seems to be working out pretty well for him.
Yes.
And I guess in the blog she writes that Jody is talking about a coworker, which Tamra
that
thinks
he's
is her.
in love with.
That he's in love with. And this is what you and I were talking about last week. This is going to friggin' happen. Especially
The ending of this episode.
my God. I mean, I think the new wardrobe further proves our point.
Yeah.
Because it's like somebody put Jeremy or Danny and Jody into a blender and out comes new Jody with the outfit
Jody
and the scruff
2.0.
and the...
You know what it feels like to me? Because I think some people could argue, like, oh, they've changed Jody's character, blah, blah, blah. But I feel like it's not that. Because I was thinking about it, and I was like, he's very different from when we first saw him.
Yeah.
But if you think about Jody, like, as a person, you know, he grew up in the South in, like, a very, very specific culture and environment, and he spent his entire life there, and that's all he's known. And I think it's not uncommon for somebody who grew up so sheltered in one pocket of the world that's so distinct in how they view the world and how they view, you know, how men and women should be and their opinions, to go to somewhere like New York City and slowly start to change a little bit and discover who they really are and what they think and what they believe and what they like, by trying new things and basically expanding horizons. And I think that's what we're seeing. I think we're seeing somebody who grew up in a very small, like, little subset of the country going to somewhere where there's so much more to see and do, and slowly starting to experience more and more of it, and changing their views and changing a little bit on the way. Like, not in a bad way, but in a good way.
That's what happened to me. I mean, I'm from Midwest, moved out to the big city.
Big city.
And things change pretty quick. I mean, some may argue that, I mean, because Jody joined us this season, that's happening very quickly. You forget about the time lapse, though.
It's been a long time, yeah.
A, it's been a long season to begin with. B, he joined the show when Danny and Mindy were still together. And there was, what was the period of time between the mid-season finale and the next episode after that? There was a big gap when they did that time lapse. Big gap. So Jody has had plenty of time to readjust to life in New York.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Lindsay.
Yeah.
I do. Obviously, Jody and Ashley are never gonna work out.
No, they. I think she ended it.
Yeah. No, I think that it was. I think we all could have predicted that was coming.
Oh yeah, no, we knew that wasn't gonna last.
I agree.
No, that was definitely not going to last.
So meanwhile, back to Mindy. She is trying to get everything sorted out with the friends, and she keeps bumping heads with one friend in particular, Marcus.
Yes.
And I did not expect this to happen. The romance between them that we saw at the end of the episode was a little bit forced, especially because Marcus kind of struck me.
He hated her.
Yes, and he kind of struck me as a character that was going to have a few lines. Do you know what I mean? Not somebody that was going to be a love interest.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to go there. I mean, I was expecting him to be kind of integral in this episode because he was the one friend that was very vocal about, you know, protecting his buddy. But, like, that's what didn't resonate with me. It was his whole thing was he didn't like Mindy because she broke his friend's heart. Yeah. And it was all out of, like, protecting Casey. So why would he be so quick to, like, go out with Mindy? Like, that was, like, bro code. That's, like, bro code 101. Like, if you're that concerned about your friend that you don't want him dating somebody who's really, like, broken his heart, you're not going to date that chick. Yeah. Right?
Well, especially because, like, so he's pissed that she broke his heart to begin with. Right. And then he comes around and says, I can see how quick or how happy you're making him now. Right. So we good. And then she's like, well, not really into it anymore. So it's like the up and down. You think especially after that, can we talk about the tattoo for a second? So we have 3 killer freaking tattoos.
That was amazing.
We have Pizza Rat, which was indeed huge on the internet. We have
that was really a thing on the internet? I can't.
It was a rat that took a piece of pizza. You guys have to look it up if you haven't seen it. But so we have Pizza Rat. We have Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro, I was familiar with.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I love that he's still holding out for a sequel to Napoleon Dynamite.
Nap Dine 2 or something.
Wasn't that in, like, a really long time ago?
Yeah,
Napoleon Dynamite I was like in high school when that happened. That was a really long time ago, guys.
Napoleon Dynamite was quite a while ago.
It's definitely over a decade.
But yeah, so we had Napoleon Dynamite, and then we had a minion dressed as Shrek. Yeah. It wasn't even just a minion. It wasn't just Shrek. It was a minion dressed as Shrek.
Not to interrupt, Napoleon Dynamite came out in 2004.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely
so
over 10 years ago.
12 years ago.
Yeah.
God!
Just to make you feel old. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's right there. It says it right there. Release date, June 11th.
I was
2012.
not in high school
Alexis.
for that. I was
What?
out of high school, so I feel better. But
2004, my God.
yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Wait, I just made myself sound older, I think.
No, you
with
didn't.
that
You're
math. Let's move on. I was a fetus when that came out. Keep going.
No, you weren't.
I was not. I was not.
But yeah, so Mindy at the play, the Hamilton ripoff,
Yes.
Buchanan.
So sad.
Mindy decides to go back and say, "Listen, Marcus, I'm not into it. I'm into you. I'm not into Casey. I'm into you." How do you think Casey's gonna take this one?
I still go back to it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't think
Because
it does either.
Marcus the whole time was all about what is affecting Casey, his like, bro.
He
And this
seemed too
would
quick to agree with her
shatter
too. Is Marcus gonna pull a quick one on Mindy?
Maybe.
Is this like I'm gonna get you back? I'm gonna teach you a lesson because you broke his heart.
That
now I'm
would
gonna-
be the only way that it would possibly make sense, but that would be a little bit excessive.
Yeah. It's possible.
Because Mindy hasn't even technically broken it off with Casey, right? Like
Right.
she was like hooking up with him and she saw the tattoos and she was like, this
Did she
is...
go through
What
with
did he
it, by the
say?
way? I don't even
yeah,
think we...
what did he say? She was like, it's your body. And he was like, tonight it's our body.
Tonight it's our
I was
body.
like, oh, that is a line no man should say ever.
God, it's the creepiest friggin' thing I've ever heard.
So gross.
I really liked...
Yeah, it just
the
made no
scene-
sense to me.
Yeah, no, me neither. I do think that Casey, obviously, I think Casey will be back next week.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be pissed.
Which, by the way, Jeremy,
Mm-hmm.
do we think he's gay?
No.
Really?
Do you think that's what they were doing?
I think he's gay. I
you
think he's
think
going
that's
to
what
come
they
out
were doing?
soon.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah, because didn't he say, like, he was, like, all about the musical theater, and then he was like, yeah, that was, like, the gay top 5 or something. It was, like, some random off-handed line like that. It
He's
was,
had
like,
so many exes on the show.
But he said it, like, well... I mean, do you think he would be the first gay man who dated, like, multiple women
No.
before they came out of the closet?
Lindsay, that is quite a prediction.
I'm just saying, it seems like that's the direction it's going.
It could be.
It just feels that way.
God, but you're kind of blowing my mind right now. 'Cause
Right?
I think I might agree with you, but I'm
Yeah.
scared too.
I think it's happening.
That would make sense with the whole
Yeah.
musical. Because really, other than that, other than making Jeremy go to the musical theater, there was no other purpose
There's no
for
other
that
reason for him to be
exist.
there.
There's no other reason for Mindy and
Because
Marcus to be
Mindy,
there.
yeah. Well, and Mindy and Jeremy aren't that close
No.
to begin with. So to, like, have them randomly be at dinner together and then Jeremy is, like, involved in this whole thing, like, it just seems like that's where it's headed.
What in the hell? Well, when Marcus was talking to Jeremy about the play, I thought that he was hitting on Jeremy at first.
I thought so too.
Maybe that's the...
He did have one earring.
Oh my
didn't
God.
He? Did Marcus have one earring? Wasn't that like an 80s
He
thing?
did. What year was it on?
I don't remember.
Rewind the tape, folks. Rewind the tape. We got to find out. Oh my God.
Right?
Lindsay, I don't even know where to go
I
from
know.
here. You're blowing my mind.
I know.
God. Well, anyway, so Jody realizes when he goes to talk to Ashley that she's saying, oh, you know, you have feelings for this person. And he's going, no. And then he realizes, actually,
For like
I do.
the 10th time.
For the 11th time. Heads back to the office. Mindy's laying on her floor, upset. This is before she goes out to Marcus. Sorry, I'm going all out of order
Yeah,
here.
we're all sorts of...
But this scene, I was like, Jody, friggin' say something.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
He was
come
going
on.
to, but then she was like, oh, it's Marcus. And then he didn't.
But don't you think it's just like, it's clearly just a guy that she has like vague interest in? Isn't there
Yeah,
still
but
an opening to say something here?
I don't know. I think that Jody's feelings are very real.
I do too, but I mean, that's what I want him to, I'm talking about Mindy's feelings for Marcus. Which
No,
are very
yeah, no,
surface level.
those
So-
are very...
But knowing that those are surface level, wouldn't Jody just be like, hey?
No, because
I
think that the feelings Jody feels for Mindy, like whether or not you think Jody and Mindy are right together or it's gonna work out, I think that Jody has those feelings for Mindy that are like kind of the once in a lifetime feelings where they come out of the blue.
Yeah.
It's somebody you least expect, and you're just like totally overwhelmed by them, and you're like,
And you don't know how to.
you don't know how to deal with it. You don't know how to like acknowledge it. You don't know how to like move forward. You don't know what to do. Like I think it's that kind of feeling that he has towards her. It's not like, oh, I think she's cute, I want to date her. It's like I really deep down to my core like have fallen for this woman that I did not expect or want to, and now I don't really know. I mean, it's scary. It's overwhelming, like when you have feelings like that, and I think that's what's happening with Jody.
And that's probably what's happening with Jeremy, but in a different way. Said Lindsay Miller. That's blowing my friggin' mind. I think that Jeremy. I think you might be right.
I think I'm right.
Because
too. Because we haven't seen Jeremy with anybody like substantial love interest in a while. All of his relationships are surface level, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, even then, he. I feel like when we first saw Jeremy, I had this kind of instinct. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's gay. But then they showed all these stories about all these girlfriends and ex-wives and all these things, and oh man, I think you might be right.
I know.
Do you have any other thoughts on this week's episode?
No, I think that's it.
I will say.
What happened to Colette?
We had
Why have we not seen
Where is
Colette in what the heck is this? Why can't I think of his name right now? Their apartment.
Morgan?
In Morgan's apartment. And we need to have some.
We need something has to
something
happen.
from there.
Come on. But so in the YouTube comments,
yes,
there were some people saying that Danny validates Mindy all the time. I will have to say to you folks, I disagree with you.
Yeah, I disagree too.
Because Danny,
he did nothing.
especially recently, has come off just super misogynist.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm not saying that he has never validated her, but in most of the conversations of things that matter, like when it came to her opening her practice or wanting to go back to work after having the baby, like he was very dismissive of her and her career and the things that she valued. And that to me is like not.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's different. Like, obviously we've seen him validate surface level things.
Like you can tell somebody they're beautiful and that you love them, and
or we can watch
like,
Gilmore Girls tonight. That's fine.
That's fine, but that doesn't matter at all when like the core of your relationship, like the things that really matter, aren't supported.
Yeah.
Like that's, I don't know, to me it's like you can say whatever you want, but talk is cheap if like when it comes down to it you don't think that this amazing business that I'm starting for myself is of any importance.
Yeah. Throwing it out there.
Just saying.
All right.
The hater's gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. I love it though. I love when people we get fired up.
we love hearing other people's opinions.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
nice.
subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and anywhere else podcast is found. Write a comment.
Plus,
Write a
April needs
review.
some people on her side.
That's right. April needs some people on her side. Leave us a YouTube comment as well. Use the hashtag ABTV Mindy Project. Hey, Lindsay, tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on social media at Rockin' Mama Life, and I'd love to hear if you guys think I'm right about Jeremy being gay.
I think you might be right.
I think so too. I think it'd be fantastic for the show too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because that community hasn't been represented very often. Aside from Colette, which is, she's
But they
gone.
haven't done much with her character.
Yeah,
like, I think
where is she?
Yeah.
If you know where Colette is at, let
Where's
me know.
Colette?
At The Only
Where in the
Camshaft, Twitter and Instagram. I missed that show so much. It was the best. Hey, until next time. See you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.